A few tips for learning English. Ladies and gentlemen, today I'd like to share a few tips for learning English with you. First, try to speak English as much as possible. This will train your tongue muscle. Second, trust your ability. Don't be afraid to speak. Don't be trapped by shyness. Third, don't let grammar trouble you. Don't be trapped by grammar rule. The more sentences you speak, the more natural the grammar rule will become. Actually, the truth is there are no tricks for learning English. You must try to very best to practice. Remember what pain just changes. Thanks for your kind attention. I hope you will try to speak English from today. The second is how to learn English well. Ladies and gentlemen, today I'm going to talk about learning English. There are many ways to learn English. You can learn English through singing, you can learn English through reading, you can learn English through listening, and you can learn English through writing. But the best way to learn English is through speaking and reciting as many sentences as possible. The more sentences you can learn out, the better English you will speak. The third is the secrets of speaking good English. Ladies and gentlemen, everyone wants to speak good English. Today, I'm going to talk about the secrets of speaking English well. If you want to speak good English, there are several things you must do. You must keep on practicing. You must keep on working hard. You must keep on making mistakes, and you must keep on losing faith. You know you learn to speak only by speaking. The, so the most important key to speak English well is speaking. Speak as loudly as possible, speak as clearly as possible, and speak as quickly as possible. The more you speak, the better your English will be. The more mistakes you make, the more progress you will make. There are several There's the secrets of speaking your English. Everyone can make it. Everyone can be an English speaking genius. Thank you for coming. The fourth is how to pronounce English correctly. Ladies and gentlemen, today I'd like to talk about how to pronounce English correctly. First, spell the word aloud, then read the word aloud according to the tape. Carefully imitate its sound, then sound out the words as loudly as possible. Lastly, make a good sentence to use this word. Think about what the word means in this sentence. If you follow this step, you will soon be proud of how well you can pronounce English words correctly. And the fourth is how to speak fluent English. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe you all want to speak good English. Now, let me give you some advice. Don't be afraid to speak. Don't be afraid of losing face. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. Don't be afraid of practicing your English. Don't be ashamed of speaking poor English. Don't be ashamed by don't be ashamed of being laughed at. Don't be ashamed of being stared at. The only rule said is that you never open your mouth. The only way to learn English is never be afraid and never be ashamed. It's never too late to make a change in your life. Don't be afraid. No pain, no gain. You can make it. You are great. Ah, the sixth is the world is becoming smaller and smaller. Ladies and gentlemen, More and more foreigners are coming to Vietnam. More and more people around the world are starting to learn Vietnamese. More and more Vietnamese are starting to do business and travel around the world. The world is becoming smaller and smaller. That's why English is becoming more and more important in Vietnam. If you want to ensure a great future for Vietnam, you you must practice English harder than ever before. And memorizing words. Many people tell me that it's very hard to remember new words. They complain that no matter how hard they try to memorize new words, they always forget them. The best way to remember new words is to practice them every day. Practice them in sentences and paragraphs. Listen to tests and read along every day. Otherwise, you will forget easily. If you follow, yeah, you will forget easily. If you need my help, please call me. We are friends. Friend has speak other. Let's conquer new words together. Uh, the English and Vietnamese. Ladies and gentlemen, today I like to talk about the differences between English and Vietnamese. English is very different from Vietnamese. The source is different, the grammar is different, and the writing is totally different. It's very difficult to speak English well. If you want to speak English well, you must forget about the differences. Just practice correct sentences until you are used to them. The more sentences you can plant out, the better English you can express yourself. If you believe in yourself and practice crazily every day, you will make it. You will conquer English. Vietnamese is the most difficult language in the world. If you can speak Vietnamese, you can speak English.